Aloha. It's truly a heartbreaking day for Rainbow Wahine and Warrior Nation. Our student athletes work so incredibly hard to compete for their team, their university, and the entire state of Hawaii. Our coaches and support staff put blood, sweat, and tears into supporting our student athletes and take great pride in representing our incredible university. We're all having to make huge sacrifices, but we all understand that it is for the greater good. No one has been untouched by this pandemic. We have the most incredible fans, supporters, and boosters. They all bleed green. We may not be the most affluent program in the country, but I believe that the University of Hawaii athletic program makes the biggest impact for its local community, and that is very heartwarming. We are looking forward to being back to compete for Big West Championships soon. We're a full member of the Big West Conference, so we had an equal say in it. Obviously, this is a decision that's made. The presidents are very involved in this decision, as long as, with input from the athletic directors. I think, you look at what's going on in California and across our whole country. I just think that it was a prudent decision to make right now based on the situation we're in this part of the country. That said, everything will be fluid as far as when we come back with Big West Sports. The Mountain West obviously is a different conference. I'm on about 2 calls a week with the Mountain West ADs. There will be some, I would say over the next few weeks, we expect an answer to what's going to happen as far as football. And right now, as far as training camp, we're planning on still going, but we're not going to go on Friday. We'll probably look at starting early next week. Yeah, I think there's no question that there's a better chance to have fans or more fans in January than there would be, in late August or September. And that's an impact. We all know our women's volleyball program is one of the, is a revenue generator for us, and one of the, best drawing programs in the country. So yeah, that's obviously would be a positive as far as pausing till the spring semester.
Obviously they're all bummed, they're kind of seniors are heartbroken. They're thinking that they might not have one, but postpone doesn't really mean canceled. So I told them, just keep praying. Maybe something good might happen, or something might happen later. But they're kind of all bummed right now. But they're relieved that there's actually an answer, and I'm relieved too, because I was trying to figure out like how this was going to get done, how the sanitizing and all of that was going to get done. But they're kind of relieved in some sort that there's actually an answer of like where the season is going. So my message in the beginning, from the get-go, since it started in March, it's just been, just be thankful that you're good, you're safe, you're healthy, and that's all that you can look forward to each day with this crazy stuff going on in the world. But my thing with them is just keep doing what you can do. That's why in the beginning when I said, when you come in the gym, when you go to school, you got to do everything to 110% each day, and you can't take anything for granted. So that's still going to be my message. Don't think the season is over. I get it. There's like, small little slim chance percentage that maybe something might happen this spring, maybe not. But from now on, just think as if everything matters. What you do every day matters. I texted them that today. I've been texting them, a bunch today, and they're like, yeah, coach, we hear you. We're going to do whatever we can. So they're in the understanding from me, just do whatever you can for right now. Don't just stop doing what you're doing. They've been, voluntarily working out and lifting weights and running and stuff. So just because you just got news that your season is postponed, or possibly could be canceled, just don't stop what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing and do it to the fullest,
Yeah, they're disappointed. We have 3 seniors, and the interesting thing with them is all 3 of them were supposed to graduate early. So they were going to finish their eligibility in the fall and graduate in December. And that was something that I think makes it a little bit harder, because you're not asking a student athlete to consider staying, just an extra semester, but rather a full year. So there's a lot of things to discuss. I'm grateful that we got to tell them ahead of social media. So that was a very good thing. And I think we already had a Zoom meeting scheduled for 10:45 this morning. So I first texted them on our group text after I notified my staff, and then we went ahead and had our Zoom meeting at 10:45. And It was one of our more somber Zooms, I'm not going to lie, but I think they understand why the decision was made, and they're just it's funny because you finally get an answer as to what's going to happen. Then there's 20 more questions. So that's something that we're taking every little baby steps every day as we get more information. Yes, I think we've kind of been like Coach Rob said. I've told my team our mantra's basically been, we're going to keep doing what we're doing until somebody tells us to stop doing it. So if we are told that we're going to have a spring season, then that's what we're going to do. And I think the physical toll, the way that we'll manage their energy systems will be based on the amount of hours that the NCAA approves for training. I'm sure we'll be in a 8 and then a 20, just like we do in the regular spring. We'll just flip the 2 seasons. So I think our athletes will be ready to compete regardless of the situation.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Definitely disappointed that the cross country season has been postponed. Notified the ladies this morning in advance of the official announcements, just to give them a warning what was to come. Definitely disappointment has expressed for most of our athletes. This is the second season that they're losing. Most all cross-country runners do track, and we obviously lost our spring season, as did most high schoolers across the country. So kind of a double whammy. And so we've been doing our best over the months to communicate everything that we know, and we'll definitely follow any guidance we're given in terms of how we return safely to practice and school, and look forward to the next season that awaits us. I think that all of us in athletics and education have been aware over the months leading up to today, the situation that we're dealing with. And I think, by nature, we all tried to stay optimistic and positive about the possibility. But I think that I've done my best, to kind of prepare folks for the possibility that, things were going to be different this fall. And as, the other local schools lost their fall sports seasons, and schools that were scheduled to join us for our opening cross-country meet, as they had to pull out, it seemed like, it was possible that today might come.